In today's video, we'll explore how re-nationalization is redefining state capitalism in China. In recent years, China has implemented a series of reforms aimed at stabilizing its economy, which have sparked heated debates about the future of global capitalism. As the government reasserts control over key sectors, what does this mean for the economic model we know? Throughout this video, we will analyze the implications of these changes and how they are shaping not only the Chinese economy, but also influencing the global dynamics. If you're curious about how renationalization might affect the global economic landscape, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's uncover this complex reality together. Topic 1. The historical context of renationalization. To understand renationalization in China, it's crucial to look at its historical context. Since the era of Deng Xiaoping, the country began opening up its economy, allowing foreign companies to enter and promoting market reforms. This shift was fundamental to the explosive economic growth China experienced over the past few decades. However, the recent move toward renationalization reflects a desire by the government to regain control over strategic sectors, aiming for greater economic autonomy. With rising geopolitical and trade tensions, China seems to be moving away from a more liberal market model. The government has become more inclined to intervene in the economy, reviving practices that many thought had been left behind. This turnaround raises concerns about economic stability and business freedom in the country, prompting questions about the future of trade relations and investment. In this context, international observers are asking, how far can renationalization go? What does this mean for the commercial and political dynamics, not just in China, but also in other economies around the world? These questions are essential for understanding the new paths the global economy may take. Topic 2. Targeted sectors of renationalization. As China advances its renationalization agenda, certain sectors are becoming the main focus of this transformation. Technology, for example, is one of the most affected. With increasing global competition and concerns over cybersecurity, the Chinese government is intensifying control over tech companies, promoting the idea that a more state-owned tech sector can be less susceptible to external influences. This raises questions about innovation and long-term competitiveness. Another prominent sector is energy. The government is seeking to ensure energy sovereignty by promoting the renationalization of key companies, especially those involved in renewable energy. This strategy aims not only to secure a reliable energy supply, but also to reinforce China's position as a leader in sustainability. However, it could also provoke tensions with countries competing for energy resources and investments in clean technologies. Finally, the financial sector cannot be overlooked. The renationalization of banks and financial institutions is seen as a way to stabilize the economic system, but many experts warn that this could limit market freedom. With a more present government, what does this mean for investor confidence and the flow of foreign capital? These questions are crucial for understanding the total impact of renationalization on the global economy. Topic 3. Internal economic implications. Renationalization in China brings a series of internal economic implications that cannot be ignored. One immediate effect is the alteration in market dynamics. With the government reclaiming control over key sectors, private companies are facing an increasingly uncertain landscape. This could lead to a reduction in innovation and competitiveness, as state intervention often prioritizes political objectives over economic efficiency. Additionally, there are concerns about rising public debt. With more state-owned enterprises, the government may feel pressured to inject financial resources into these organizations to keep them operational. This, in turn, could lead to an increase in public debt, compromising the country's fiscal health. In the long run, this situation could create a domino effect, impacting economic growth and consumer confidence. On the other hand, proponents of renationalization argue that greater state control can provide more economic stability, especially in times of crisis. By commanding strategic sectors, the government can implement policies aimed at mitigating the impacts of external economic crises. However, this leads us to question, to what extent is this stability sustainable, and what will be the consequences for economic freedom and private initiative in China? Topic 4. International reactions. As China advances its renationalization, international reactions are intensifying. Western countries in particular are closely watching the changes, concerned about the impact this could have on trade relations and global security. With increasing economic interdependence, such a significant move could destabilize existing trade agreements and create new barriers. Moreover, multinational companies are facing a dilemma. Many have already heavily invested in the Chinese market and now need to reconsider their operational strategies. The business environment is becoming more complicated as renationalization policies may make it harder for these companies to operate freely, raising concerns about intellectual property protection and fair trading practices. This could lead to a withdrawal of foreign investments, impacting not only China, but also the economies that depend on that flow. Finally, renationalization could also create geopolitical tensions. As China solidifies its control over strategic sectors, other countries may perceive this as an attempt to expand its influence. This dynamic could heighten rivalries, especially among global powers, as each side seeks to position itself strategically in the new economic landscape. How will this influence the global order and existing economic alliances? Topic 5. The future of state capitalism. The future of state capitalism in China is a complex and nuanced question. With the recent renationalization policies, many experts wonder whether this model will be a blueprint for other nations or if it is an unsustainable approach. The challenge will be to find a balance between state control and market freedom. In the long run, this could define how global economies behave in response to internal and external pressures. Moreover, the impact on Chinese society cannot be underestimated. As the government takes a more dominant role in the economy, issues like income inequality and access to opportunities may emerge as central concerns. This raises an important question. How will renationalization influence the quality of life for Chinese citizens and their future prospects? The answer to this question could shape the legitimacy of the government in a context where the population increasingly expects rights and benefits. Finally, the international community is at a crossroads. Renationalization in China is not just a local phenomenon, its repercussions are global. As the world adapts to these changes, it will be interesting to see if other nations pursue a similar path or remain loyal to more liberal models. Therefore, the future of state capitalism in China is not merely an economic policy issue, but a window into understanding emerging trends in the global economy. Thank you for watching the video. Renationalization is shaping not only China, but also the world. We hope you enjoyed it and that it sparked new reflections on the topic.